Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
So, the Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark is still being pursued by the new league Unrivaled. Unrivaled's relentless pursuit to get Caitlin Clark into the league is growing to enormous length, as you may say. Now, we all know Caitlin has been doing her own thing this off season, which she stated numerous times that she'll see if she plays in the Unrivaled or not. Now, Unrivaled had went out of their way to secure Kate Martin, Lexi Hall, and Leah Boston. But this is not to say that Caitlin would join because of them, but it's a shrewd tactic for Unrivaled to lure Caitlin in and say, hey, we got two of your best friends and one of your best teammates to bring you in. But we all know that Unrivaled is definitely want Caitlin Clark for their own selfish reasons. Because without Caitlin Clark, there ain't going to be no viewership. They already have a TV deal with TNT. They already expanded the players from 30 to 36, hoping to lure Caitlin Clark. But the president of the league, Alex Bazile, is on record saying they are holding a spot for Caitlin Clark. And we all know that Unrivaled has already reported made a major offer to Caitlin Clark, almost Messi-like. Now, I just read today that Asia Wilson is probably considering joining the league this year. But what if Caitlin Clark's deal, because me personally, I don't think Asia Wilson could get the same deal that Caitlin Clark is going to get because she's not a bigger draw. Now, I'm sure she's thinking in her head that, hey, well, if Caitlin Clark get this deal, and if I join Unrivaled, why can't I get the same deal? It's not the same because the viewership is totally different. The fandom is totally different. And if you have seen what Caitlin Clark has done for the LGPA tournament with the that celebrity pro-am event Wednesday past, you could tell that Caitlin Clark has the bravado, the swag. She is, I would say, up there with the best, with like Shohei Ohtani. But this is where the WNBA has failed too, because the marketing. If you had marketed Caitlin Clark out the gate when she came out of college, you probably would have been in a little bit better position. Now, with everything that's swirling around the WNBA, that's a topic for another day. But make no mistake, Unrivaled knows they are up against the wall because their league starts in January. We have a month, a little over a month after the holiday season for Caitlin Clark to decide if she wants to participate or not. Now, we all know Caitlin Clark has not played any basketball since, September, I think? In September, since the playoffs. And she's been playing golf. She was taking time. She's been going to events. She's been speaking. She's been doing all her things that she needed to do to catch up on. Because like she always said, you can't really do too much in the summer because of the basketball season starts in the summer. So you have to devote all your attention into the basketball season. And then after the season, whether you're in the playoff or you win the title, whatever the case may be, you have to continuously, find downtime. So I'm going to let you listen to this interview with Pablo, who used to be on ESPN. Now he has a podcast. And Pablo had one of the Unrivaled investors, former ESPN president John Skipper, who is credited with helping the league acquire the TV media rights for TNT. And they goes on the record to say what we all expected them to say.
In this case, though, the biggest fish, David, and it's not close, is, of course, Caitlin Clark. And that is not a statement, as we always have to caveat, about is she the number one best player in the league? That's an argument that many have had and will continue to have in the ways that we want to Mount Rushmore everything. But in terms of the draw, the biggest free agent, the biggest economic stimulus package that can be provided to a startup like this, it's obviously her, and she is not signed.
She's bigger than even Shohei Ohtani in terms of direct. My view is that in terms of direct relation to bottom line performance of a league, you get Caitlin Clark, you are able to go to banks and present financials that are way more base case than upside case, and your base case goes higher. You have more access to capital. Your sponsorship revenue goes up. Your media rights deal, I assume there's some sort of minimum guarantee and maybe an upside, maybe whatever deal that was negotiated. Having Caitlin Clark is an absolute economic boon. The incremental benefit, there's no free agent like her in the world, male or female, I would argue, currently. There's so few players who I can have a direct correlation, and the Dodgers are trying it with Ohtani and all the rumors that they made $120 million this year in sponsorship, incremental sponsorship deals and incremental gate revenue. In 18 years, I never had one player, never had it proven to me, whether it was Bonds or Sosa or McGuire or anybody, that there was an increment that was due to that player where you could justify a certain expenditure. My view is if I know that I do something that will make me $10 that I have no other way to make in the world, I need this person or this thing to happen, I'd give him $7. I'd give him $8 because I'm still going to get $2 that I never would have been able to have. There's never been a player that exists like that.
You saying there, in your experience in baseball, there was never a player that moved that needle
meaningfully enough that would cover their salary? Never once, and there's never been a player. And anyone who tells you otherwise, they're simply lying to you. But I'm about to give you the exception. Caitlin Clark with Unrivaled would be the example where she will bring with her a pot of money that otherwise would not be available to Unrivaled, and that would help inform me what I'd be willing to give her, which I assume is what they are willing to give her, which is going to be far greater than anyone else in the league. It will be more money overall comp than the co-founders. There will be an opportunity for more equity because it's measurable, because I bet that they've negotiated in a way with their partners that should they get this tornado of benefit, which is named Caitlin Clark, then what may be worth $1 today is worth $2 tomorrow, and they want to monetize that.
So I want to do the
tornado of benefit.
It doesn't happen often. And it's a tornado because it doesn't last that long. But when it hits you, you get swept away in it, but then it's gone.
All right. So you heard what he had to say. And honestly, these people are smart. They're very smart. They know the advertising market. They know this. Because if you think about it, getting Caitlin Clark will mean astronomical for Unrivaled. Now, you think about this. He just said getting Caitlin Clark will mean everything for Unrivaled. More money. Her money would double because she would get paid the most money out of every player that's in Unrivaled. Nobody moves the needle like Caitlin Clark. Nobody provides better viewership than Caitlin Clark. Nobody. They will be able to probably negotiate another TV deal because of Caitlin Clark. The investors would get paid more because of Caitlin Clark. The owners, the co-owners, founders, whoever will get paid more. Better advertising, better revenue. They'll be able to stretch their money. They will be able to tap into other aspects because of Caitlin Clark. Now, here's my negative impact on that. Because of Caitlin Clark effect and the way she economical moves the needle, how will you have these women that's already played against her in Unrivaled, in the W, feel about her coming in and making all this money? Because the thing about it is, just like he said with Shohei Ohtani, If you go back last year when I was working on day shift and I used to listen to Dan Patrick show, and Dan Patrick used to always have some pretty good points, even though Dan Patrick, he just talks slower now, but he's very knowledgeable. And he said this: the Dodgers have a better farm system than mostly any major league team in baseball. And they wanted Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani was playing with the Angels, and they knew that the Angels could not afford to keep Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani needed to be in a bigger market, whether it was New York Yankees or Mets, or there was the Dodgers. Hell, the Braves probably would have been able to, if they was able to get Shohei Ohtani, it would have been, for the city of Atlanta, would have been booming economically, higher than it has ever been. But when you have a gravitational pull player such as Caitlin Clark, that means you have to monopolize every aspect to make her feel comfortable, to make sure she is secure, to make sure that she is getting maximize her ability, where she don't have to feel like she is put in a bad situation or in danger. Well, you already signed Alyssa Thomas, you already signed some other players recently. You got DJ Carrington, you got Marina Maber, you got all of these players. Now, how will the rules pan out? How will she, these players won't have to target her or hit her? How will she be able to bond with all of these players that she done played against that had taken shots against her? You know what I'm saying? That's something that the Unrivaled negotiators going to have to put in place. This is where they're going to have to sit down and say, hey, she can't be targeted. She can't be getting roughed up. She can't get injured. Because if she gets injured, that's our lead. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure these conversations are being had behind closed doors. Caitlin Clark has to be protected by this league if they want her to participate in it. Because Caitlin Clark, all sense of purpose, doesn't have to participate in this league. She could say, hey, you know what? I'll look into it. I'll revisit this next year. I'm going to sit out. But they're so desperate now to want her to come in this league. They want to make sure. And now that they already have the coaches in place, you know what I'm saying? They have these coaches in place right here, which me personally, you got Teresa Weatherspoon up there again. You know what I'm saying? You got Teresa Weatherspoon in there again. Depends on who she's coaching. You got Nola Henry. She's there. You got Phil Handy that's there. Adam Harrington is there. Andre Wade is there. And DJ Saxman, he's there. Who of these people will be coaching Caitlin Clark? You got 4 men, 2 women. Which team she's going to be on? You damn sure already know that she's not going to be on Teresa Weatherspoon. Teresa Weatherspoon most likely going to get Angel Reese. Nola Henry, I don't know nothing about her. Phil Handy, I don't know nothing about him. But these coaches don't look like they look at it. They're there for the money themselves. They don't even look like they. I mean, the Nola Henry girl, she looked pretty innocent, sweet. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, we have to sit here and be very mindful and and remind ourselves that, yeah, the rules are going to be different, but injuries happen anywhere. And if Caitlin Clark gets injured in January and can't even be back for training camp to work out with her new coach, Stephanie White, in the Indiana Fever, then that's going to piss the Indiana Fever franchise off. That's going to piss the league off, because then your number one player, you can say, well, hey, Aja Wilson is the best in the world, all her accomplishments. That's a topic for another day. Caitlin Clark is the best player in the league, by none. Nobody can do what she can do. And it's just factual. We can sit here and dispute all of this analytic stuff, but Caitlin Clark is the number one board in the league. And if she gets injured going into this coming out this unrivaled league and can't start the preseason, that sets the Indiana Fever back. Sets them back. You know what I'm saying? Now you do got Sato Subley that's playing on there. You got Leo Boston. One of them could get injured. It's a risk, you know, that you're gonna take. But the main thing is the certain people that's in the league that Caitlin already been battled with. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, my personal take on this, I don't think Caitlin Clark should play. Now, that's up for Caitlin and her management team to find. Like I said, they have to lay out all the protection plans they need. She can't be getting fouled up. She can't be getting pushed around, brutal, injured, and stuff like that. Because the thing about it is, Unrivaled knows if they get her in the league, they know that she has to be on TV all the time. Fans wants to see Caitlin Clark. They don't want to see nobody else. So their viewership has to be intact to make sure that Caitlin Clark is on TV all the time. She has to be viewed all the time. Because the fact of the matter is, none of these games is going to pull anybody's interest. Nobody don't care about no injuries. And then the thing about it is, this league is going to showcase how bad some of these basketball players really are. Because if you can't make a 2 feet layup, then you already out of the ball game. So my thing is, like, if you ever watched Dave Chappelle and he did the skit of Rick James and he kept doing this to you, like, this is Unrivaled. They trying to bring Caitlin Clark. They want Caitlin Clark back. The guy just illustrated. They want her. This is what the WNBA should have been doing, to be honest, when Caitlin Clark came out. This is what they should have been doing. They should have been doing what the LGPA did over the weekend, over the couple of days ago. Show support, market her. She's been all over. Players, everybody, fans. If you don't be able to move along with the system that's at Caitlin Clark, you're gonna get left behind. Your selfishness is being catty and petty, and it's going to allow you to get left behind because Caitlin Clark is a needle mover. Hell, Caitlin Clark could probably go to a soccer event right now, and there'll be millions people out there. I watched a video. Somebody said in the comments, say, "Hey, let Caitlin Clark be an announcer for the game." I mean, that's all fun and good, but they don't want her to be there as an announcer. They're not going to pay her the same to be an announcer. They want her to play. They want action. So my thing is this here. I'm wary about the players that's in the league. The Alyssa Thomas, the Dejanay Carrington, the Marina Mabry's, Carter is playing overseas, so she hasn't signed up for Unrivaled yet. I mean, I'm sure they probably bring her in. I mean, for all sense and purposes, you get Paige. Paige probably won't play the next year. But nobody don't want to see Paige. Nobody don't want to see Asia Wilson. Nobody don't want to see Angel Reese. Everybody wants to see Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark moves. She moves like, man, like I said it before. She moves like a rock star. She's literally the Taylor Swift of women's sports right now. She's moving in ways that this young lady is going to continue to capture the hearts of America in sports as long as she plays. She's the Tiger Woods of her sport. She's the Michael Jordan of her sport. She's the Babe Ruth, the Shohei Ohtani of her sport. She's the Serena Williams of her sport. Because she's relatable, she's likable, and she's good at what she does. And Unrivaled knows this. And Unrivaled is going to continue to make full court press on her. The negotiations going to be out the door. I'm telling you now, she might have a bigger deal than Messi when it's all said and done. If I was Caitlin Clark, I want to be one of the co-founders on board. Make me one of the co-founders on board. I want to be in position of power. Because guess what? Then Breonna Stewart, then the official caller can't touch her. CC gets to control everything that Unrivaled does. That's how you get them. You take power. If they want you that bad, hey, make me one of the co-founders. Make me a partner in there. Let me have a seat at the table. Let me share my ideas that could help this league grow a little bit better. That's how if you really want to get them that way. And then let them give you everything else along the way. You get almost twice as much as the sales, the ticket sales, the merchandise sales, TV ratings, sales, everything, attendance, whatever. You get more of a percentage than anybody. You be the top dog of that league. Because without you, that league does not move. Let me know what you think. Hit the like, comment, subscribe below. Tell me what you think about Caitlin Clark's chances in Unrivaled. Now I know a lot of y'all gonna say she doesn't play, and that's my take too. But if she's going to play, she needs to be right there at the top. She needs to say, hey, look, this is where I want to be at. When we talk about negotiations, when we talk about bringing this league better, I need to be at the seat of the table. I want to have ideas. Because guess what? Then when they do interview about her and Unrivaled, she could talk about her position. Then you force a relationship, a business relationship with her and Breonna Stewart. Knowing that Breonna Stewart doesn't like Caitlin Clark, you make Breonna Stewart bow down to you. See, I know that Nafisha Carter, she's a nice, sweet girl, and I think she'll welcome that. I think she would probably be more acceptable having Caitlin Clark at the seat of the table more so than Breonna Stewart. But like I said, let me know what you think. I think it'll be a good move for CC. Until then, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell anytime I drop a hardcore video. This your boy, Livewire Sports. I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.